begins with Welcome Tour being actually good.
Whether it's good or not is completely irrelevant. We all know that should have been a packing title. There's only one person I have ever seen on the internet that actually defends it not being a packing title.
Multiple previews came out today for Mario Kart World and for Welcome Tour, with a bunch of journalists confirming like, yo, we're not getting any review units.
Yeah, they're not getting review units because Nintendo doesn't feel like they have to. They're looking at how successful the Switch was. They're thinking, oh, we don't have to give out any review units. They haven't even really been marketing this damn thing. We've been doing it all for them. If we've been doing all the marketing for them, do you actually expect that they're going to give out those review units?
But we were able to go to Nintendo and play some of these games.
Yeah, that is not really a fair review because you're playing a portion of the game, most likely could even be a demo. It might not even be the full game. They could easily shorten a part of the game, make it polished to perfection, and make it seem like it's going to be amazing. That is not going to be a fair review.
And I got two different sources here, two different sites that are saying Welcome Tour is wonderful. It's actually really good. They're telling us that Welcome Tour is actually really good. The mini games.
It doesn't matter if it's good. It's nothing more than a tech demo. It's literally almost the instruction manual to your damn console. And they had the audacity to charge for it? That's ridiculous.
The ways it teaches you about the system, the ways it shows everything off, that it's fun, that it's enjoyable.
Really? You want to know what that sounds like? A tech demo.
That it's good, that it's wonderfully weird. It should have been bundled.
No shit, it should have been bundled. So let me get this straight, Zach. You're gonna sit there and stand up, right? You're gonna sit there and fight against it. You're not gonna sit there and buy it. You're not gonna waste your money. You're gonna sit there and be like, nope, we will not sit here and stand for these anti-consumer practices. Please tell me that's what you're gonna do.
But it's good, and we know that the only first-party game dropping on launch day is Mario Kart World. So this begs the question:
how much do you want to bet he's gonna buy it?
Are you willing to swallow the $10 price point that should get rid of that one and just be a $0 price point?
No, you should not. You should do the right thing. Stand up for the consumer.
If it's actually good. Like, if this is fun, is it worth $10? On principle,
hell no, it's not worth $10. Come on, Zach. Do the right thing. Do not sit here and bend the knee again.
No. I'm going to have to check it out for you, though. I'm going to have to see if it's worth it, and we're going to have to put it through the paces.
No, you don't. Nobody was asking you to try this game out. I don't recall a single person saying, Zach, we really need you to check this tech demo out for us. Let us know if it's worth $10. Don't sit there and try to be like, oh, I'm doing this for you guys. You're doing it because you just want to play it. You're willing to consume everything Nintendo no matter what it is.
Good news, though, that people are quite high on Welcome Tour because I thought they would be insanely low, especially after the early reaction was like, dude, why are they even charging for this? Now, we know that Nintendo is preparing for...
Well, what do you expect when we got influential people like you that are sitting there saying, oh, everyone's saying it's fun. Maybe it's worth it.
A grim future because they're sending out of-stock signs to retailers already. In the bundle where you get your Mario Kart World sign, you get your end cap display, you get your Switch 2s, they're also passing out of-stock signs to make it easy for stores to share and show people.
I'm pretty certain that is nothing new with the Switch 2. I'm pretty certain they had that with the Switch. They had that with the PS5. I guarantee you they sent those out for the Wii U.
We ain't got Switch 2s. Now, inevitably, customers are still going to walk right past that sign and go up and ask about the Switch 2, so I don't know how much convenience it's actually bringing these employees, but...
Oh, that's very true, but you never know. They could have got some new ones in stock, and they just haven't had had time to take down the signs.
I don't know what you make of this. Nintendo has said consistently that they're going to be flooding the channels with as many Switch 2s as they can. We know that all these stores are going to have launch day units ready to go.
I think that's a normal thing to happen. I'm pretty certain that they usually do that kind of stuff.
One thing I do love, though, is that Pokémon Scarlet and Violet got a Nintendo Switch 2 trailer, and we're able to see 60 frames per second on this game.
To be honest, it does look slightly better, but I don't think that's a reason to go rush out and go and buy a Nintendo Switch 2. Because that is literally like the bare minimum, and they're going to charge you for it at that, which is worse.
Hot diggity dog.
Zach, really? You do not say those kind of things. You are literally showing why your hair is permanently stained that color from Doug Bowser.
Is this a second coming for what should have been regarded as the best ever Pokemon game?
How is it a second coming for a game that came out 3 years ago? Don't you think this should have been fixed almost 3 years ago, Zach? Why are you supporting this? Why are you so excited for them to finally fix a game 3 years old?
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are fantastic. To me, the only thing that gets in their way is the performance.
Agreed, which should have been fixed a long damn time ago.
And if Switch 2 is able to remedy that, if Switch 2 is able to rectify the performance issues...
And don't you think they should have already done that on the Switch 1? How is it okay to wait until a next-gen console to finally come out to fix the problems?
And have this bump to 60 frames per second, and have this optimized, great look. Dude, we could be in for a renaissance of Pokemon.
There's still a lot to do to get it to that point. There is nothing they can do to get that game to that point anyways. And with the next one, if they're going to be charging $70 for that game, they better have full dialogue voice acting.
Yes, these games are a couple of years old, but if you decided to quit on it or never give it a chance...
It shouldn't have taken that long to fix it, Zach. Why are you so happy that it took them that long to fix the damn thing?
Due to the fact that it had such performance problems, the windmill going at like 2 frames per second, and a lot of quality drops as you played and progressed through the game.
Oh yeah, it was bad, I remember.
Then this is going to be a candidate for like an early Switch 2 under the radar, but how could it be under the radar because it's Pokemon Gem? Like, I love the game despite...
Well, it's going to be under the radar because usually people don't care about that old of a game like that. They want to play something new. They don't buy a new console to play an old game usually. It's usually to play the newer games.
It's performance problems, but I think anybody that's played Pokemon needs to try Scarlet and Violet with the Switch 2 free patch.
Okay, I was wrong. It's free, which I'm shocked about that because they're charging you for every little thing else.
Knowing now that they're bumping it up to 60 frames per second, they've got a trailer that shows it off that is very, very cool. And now these early areas and things that ran so poorly.
Awesome. We should not be praising Nintendo for this. This is the bare minimum to fix your game, especially 3 years after the fact. Why are you praising them for this? It is literally the bare minimum that they are required to do.
Are looking quite nice, and I'm really excited then for the future of the Pokemon franchise. Hopefully Game Freak...
I don't see why. It's not like Game Freak has earned any goodwill from us with this last gen, what they've been doing.
Can use the 60 frames per second as their baseline going forward, because I don't believe they've had a 60 FPS game. I don't think they've had that before. Definitely not with Pokemon.
Oh, they have. I promise you that they have had their games in 60 FPS like you're talking about. You know, you may have to go talk to Davy Jones, but I promise you they have had them.
So very, very nice. Now, this is going to kind of be a good thing for those of you who are worried about day and date releases.
No, that is not a good thing. Sports games are nothing but garbage nowadays. They're nothing but filled with microtransactions. They are literally a leech on the gaming industry. You guys should not be excited for those to come over. One thing you guys don't really experience is the horrible predatory microtransactions. So no, you guys need to fight against that crap before it's too late.
Madden NFL 26 is coming to Switch, and it is on launch day. Boom.
Boom? No, this is not a win for you guys. I'm promising you it's not.
Our first big title that is not coming out at launch, that is a third-party game, a multi-platform game.
It also happens to be one of the most predatory games in existence.
And it's a massive win for Nintendo to have this on the same day as everywhere else.
A massive win? How is ripping off the people who love Nintendo, how is that a massive win? I swear, man, you are the reason why they had to stop putting lead in paint.
We knew based on the initial direct that Madden was coming to Switch 2, just like Borderlands and WWE amongst others, but there was no dates given, and they did not confirm or deny if it was going to be a day-and-date release.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a day-and-date release. I'm promising you guys, this is not a win for you guys.
Great to see Madden back, and great to see that it's not the all-play version. Those of you that remember the Wii era, that was kind of...
Glad? I swear, you are the everything that is wrong with Nintendo. People like you.
Embarrassing, but it's the real version, it's day and date, and that bodes well for everything like Borderlands 4 being the same day and date.
Okay, Borderlands 4 is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, that could be a good thing if the game is good. It don't matter. When it comes to Madden, it is never a win. Stop acting like this is such a win for Nintendo people.
Every game on Nintendo Switch 2 that's releasing multi-platform should be the same date. We should not have to wonder if it's going to be or not going to be.
Well, unfortunately, that's not going to happen with every game because the Switch 2 is not going to be able to handle the games, especially when they get to the PS6.
It should just be day and date. No questions asked. The system can run it. Make it happen, everybody.
Well, just wait until it gets to the point where your system can't run it anymore. Well, that's it for my reaction. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or not. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay vigilant.